The next installment in the James Bond film series will look nothing like the saga has ever seen before. Barbara Broccoli, one of the franchise's lead producers, recently told Deadline that the next 007 movie will be a reinvention of Bond. Noting that nobody's in the running to portray the character after Daniel Craig completed his run playing the iconic Spy last year, Broccoli, 62, said, "We're working out what to go with him, we're talking that through. There isn't a script and we can't come up with one until we decide how we're going to approach the next film because, really, it's a reinvention of Bond," she continued. "We're reinventing ideas and that takes time." Broccoli also added that filming for the next iteration of a Bond film is at least 2 years away. Talks of who will play the next Bond have been swirling for years since it was announced Craig's final movie as the character would be last year's No Time to Die. Earlier this year, Broccoli and fellow Bond producer Michael G. Wilson were asked on Deadline's Crew Call podcast if they considered it a saga. Maintaining that they hadn't fully begun the process yet, Broccoli said, "Well, we know it is, in Friends with them, and has a magnificent actor. You know, it's been part of the conversation, but it's always difficult to have the conversation when you have someone in the seat," she continued. "I think we have decided that until No Time to Die has kind of had its run and Daniel has been able to, well, they've all been able to, reap the benefits of Daniel's wonderful tenure, we're not gonna think about or talk about anybody else, actors to play the role or storylines or anything. We just wanna live in the moment, the present." Alongside Craig, 54, the coveted role of Bond has previously been portrayed by Sean Connery, David Niven, George Lazenby, Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton, and Pierce Brosnan. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has previously expressed interest in the role of Bond, telling Esquire in November 2021 that he wants to succeed Craig as the iconic spy after his grandfather, Peter Maivia, played a villain in the 1967 007 film, You Only Live Twice. "Yes, my grandfather was a Bond villain, with Sean Connery. Very, very cool and I would like to follow in his next footsteps and be the next Bond," Johnson said while appearing in the Esquire video series explained this. "I don't want to be a villain. You gotta be Bond." Jamie Dornan also got real about the possibility of becoming the next Bond in an interview published with the outlet in April, where he acknowledged being on a list of actors who fans would like to see portray the character. "It's fun and it's a cool thing to be in the mix for that sort of thing," he said at the time.